something like social media, it's like the opportunity is to get, say, status or likes or whatever it is, right? And then, say, a person posts, and then the rewards become totally unpredictable, right? You might get 2 likes, which is like, oh, that wasn't great. Or you might get hundreds of likes, which is like, oh my God, that's amazing. It's the same exact architecture as a slot machine. And then you check and recheck. You're repeating the behavior all day. And this loop, the reason that we're so attracted to it, it goes back to evolution. So I talked to this, once I learned how this kind of loop pulls people in, it's really what slot machines lean on to get people to repeat the behavior. I call up a psychologist. He's this old school dude from the University of Kentucky who's been studying psychology since the late 60s. His name's Thomas Senthal. And he basically explained this likely goes back to evolution and finding food. So if you think about hunter-gatherers, the thing you have to do every day is find food. But it's random whether you're going to find the food or not. So you go to point A, you don't find any food. You go to point B, you don't find any food. You go to point C, no food. Point D, oh my God, it's a giant berry bush full of food. And that saves your life, right? So that search, that repeat searching, really pushes us and grabs our attention because it used to help us survive in the past. And there's even, I mean, if you want to get down the rabbit hole in it, there's even things like what are called near misses in slot machines, which is when you kind of almost win, right? You might
Two
get
lemons.
Yeah, 2 lemons.
And the other lemon just barely passes by.
Barely passes by, or losses disguised as wins. Do you know what those are?
No.
So that's when, let's say you bet $1 and you quote unquote win 50 cents. So, right. So you don't lose everything, but you win 50 cents. Now we tend to react to that as if we're winning when they study gamblers. And that's also embedded in the search for food, right? You might, let's say you're hunting, you're like, oh, we got a big kill on our hands. And then you whiff and the animal's on its way. It's like, damn, that's the near miss. Or you come upon a berry bush, and let's say it took you burned 500 calories looking for this thing, and it only contains 200 calories worth of food. And so all of these sort of evolutionary parts of this system that we used to fall into as we evolved are now in slot machines, and in turn now being used by a lot of big tech companies and different industries.